The next one, and this actually looks like quite an interesting question, is Njezu's question. And what do we have here? It says, study the table below that shows the evolutionary trends provided by the anatomical features. Anatomical means what is on the anatomy of fossils of different genera. Now, what have we got? Let's see here. Let's see if I can fit everything in together. We've got the African ape. We have Australopithecus. We have Homo erectus. And then we have Homo sapiens. All right, so what can we see here? Look at this skull. It's actually huge. I mean, like, look at the size of this jaw. You've got these incredible canines. You've got this wonderful protruding brow ridge, etc., etc. But more than anything, you have this brain volume. So this is quite important. Before we even look at the period of existence, we've got Australopithecus that only had 430 cubic centimeters. And then you've got African apes, and what actually happened was that we had the common ancestor, and then that sort of does this and that, and we end up with the African ape going all the way here, and then the rest goes ching, 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 and this goes, keeps doing this. So you've got this African ape is maybe just a bit more evolved than Australopithecus, but not a lot more. And then you have Homo erectus. The brain size is almost double that of Australopithecus. And we then look at Homo sapiens, which is us, that is modern man, woman, and everyone else. And we have 1,450 cubic centimeters. So again, almost double that. So when we look at when everybody existed, or everything existed, we have the African ape period of existence was 8 Maya. That's 800 million years. 8,000 million years ago. That's what Maya stands for, million years ago. This is from 4 to 2.7 Maya. Remember, we work backwards. So this would be 8 Maya, and the graph would go all the way up, up, up to 0, which would be now. Okay, when we have modern man. So it always goes backwards in time, to current day, present day. And then you have Homo erectus was about 2 million years ago to about 4,000 years ago. And here you have 0.2 Maya to present day. So this is when we have us, Homo sapiens, evolving. All right, now, how many million years ago did Homo erectus first appear? People, very easy. Homo erectus was here from 2 million years ago to 0.4 million years ago. So when it says how many million years ago did it first appear, it was 2 Maya. Okay, 2 there. This is when they first appeared. And to this way, from backwards to forwards. Calculate the difference between the brain volume of Australopithecus and Homo sapiens, please. I'm really not even going to bother doing it. But you're going to take the brain volume of Homo sapiens, and you are going to subtract Australopithecus, which is going to subtract 430, and you're going to get an answer. Remember to write centimeters cubed as well. That's giving marks away. And then it says state 3 advantages of a larger brain volume. Okay, so let's look at this. What would a larger brain volume do? First of all, you're going to have larger brain is going to give you more tissue, so more brain tissue, and that you have more brain tissue, you therefore are going to have, we hope, greater intelligence. Okay. Second thing that you would have is that you're going to have a better and faster processing ability. Okay. You're also going to have better survival potential, because you can outthink all the predators that are out to get you. That was if you were living back in 0,2 Maya. I'm trying to think what else. You'd also, your better and faster processing ability would also mean that you could process more information. So you would more information, and it would be better and quicker and faster, and like the different computers that we can find in the world. All right, so there you go, your 3 advantages of a larger brain. I can't think of anything else. Yeah, I think basically at the end of the day, it's better survival, and you can process quicker. All right, tabulate 3 differences, the visible differences, between the skulls of Homo sapiens and African apes. So this is going to be, okay, we can see both. All right, let me use bright blue. All right, what can we see? Homo erectus is going to have less brow ridge, and those brow ridges are going to be reduced. Where here, they are large. Okay, we have large canines in the African apes, and here, reduced size of canines. Okay, look at the size of this jaw. Very large, and here smaller jaw. What else? This here is a flat face. Okay, and look here, what do we have? With this size, we are going to have prognathus. Okay, so what that means is that you have a protruding jaw and face line. See, look at the slope here. All right, mustn't forget, cranium is large. That's why we can have, what am I doing? I've just written all of this. All of what I've written here should actually go to this diagram here. So we have a large cranium, and here it is a much smaller cranium. Okay, I can't believe I did all these points that I've written out here need to go to this diagram over here. But I mean, there's very little difference between Homo erectus and Homo sapiens anyway, except that the cranium size is a bit larger, and you've also got the teeth here are larger where they are smaller here. Alrighty, what else did they want here? And then describe 2 structural changes to the body that correspond with the changes to bipedalism. Now, people, bipedalism means walking on 2 legs. Okay, so when they're walking on 2 legs, the first thing that's going to happen is that the foramen magnum, you're not going to be able to see this, let's go yellow, foramen magnum is the hole at the base of where the spine enters into the brain, into the skull. That is the foramen magnum, it's the hole. So the foramen magnum is in a more forward position in the center of the skull. Okay, so that would be the first thing. Why? So that your spinal cord goes into the brain vertically and not horizontally. Okay, that's number one. Number two, you're going to find that the spine is an S shape, okay, for better balance, as compared to an African ape where it's going to be like a C shape. Why? Because they're on all fours. All right, and then next point, just give us more space here. Okay, so the spine is an S shape. The foramen magnum is in a more forward position, so it's towards the center of the skull. You've got the S shape for better balance. Let me try and think, what else have we got? The pelvic girdle. The pelvic girdle, or you can just say the pelvis, is going to be shorter and wider compared to the African ape, to support the upper body. And you're also going, and I'm going to just sit, should I put this in? And feet are positioned directly beneath the pelvis. Okay, and what does that do? That means that you end up with better balance. Okay,